Hey everyone, the new Humankind video for the Bantu culture reveal just dropped, and I want to go over it, give my initial
If the
reactions,
Bantu
and
languages
break
today
down
form
the
one of the
culture.
most widely spoken language families in Africa, their spread across the continent began nearly 6,000 years ago. Between the 4th and 3rd millennium before Common Era, Bantuphone peoples began a series of migrations, known as the Bantu Expansion, creating many population centers across Africa.
Alright, and it looks like they have a very stylized layout.
While
You
their
can see right there
migrations
with
are
the video
represented by their
panoramic.
expansionist orientation, the spread of their language, culture, and their ability to merge with the local peoples there.
Okay, so I do want to take a quick little look at this. I know they'll explain it, but we did see this little snippet or whatever you call it. We saw a little excerpt of this in the other trailer, not the official Cultures of Africa trailer, but the breakdown for the trailer of the trailer, I guess you could say. And it looks like they have a fairly basic legacy bonus, harmonious amalgamation. +2 influence per number of adjacent empires on territory. It reminds me just a little bit of the Zhou's old ability, or actually the Olmec's old ability in the Lucy Open Dev. Fairly basic, but it'll definitely, I guess, scale a little bit. Very nice to have that influence early on. And then you have the Mupia fields, which automatically upgrade to the regular outpost, I believe, once you go to the classical era. So a very similar situation to the Hittites. That kind of concerns me, since the Hittites have a very weak start due to the fact that they lose their emblematic quarter so early on. So I hope that the +10 food on adjacent cities stays, because that should be very good for kind of balancing out their expansionist focus. And it's great to see there's another alternative to the Assyrians, who aren't very expansionist in the first place.
Is reflected in their legacy trait, harmonious amalgamation. This trait gives them additional influence on territories bordering other empires, allowing them to spread their influence into their opponents' territories.
And we do have the Bagandi pioneers. I skipped there a bit. And they basically have the Nomad bonus for the Neolithic era. No, not the, for, I guess, the scouts. And basically you get a special unit, and you get food through fighting and ransacking in order to multiply. So you keep that on. It confused me a bit. You keep that from the Neolithic era. So you're going to be gathering tons and tons of food. And then I guess the little sidebar here is blocking it. But the Pioneer trait is additional. I think we really see units with 2 unique abilities. And you collect Pioneer curiosities, which I don't think they are going to reveal in this video. And then that creates new units. So you're basically having a nomadic era tribesman all the way into the ancient era, and that's going to be very powerful. Maybe even a little bit broken for rapidly expanding and just dominating your opponents. This could easily kind of transition into a militarist kind of domination goal, I guess, way early on, because you can just spam units if it's really easy to collect these nomadic curiosities or the pioneer curiosities. So if it is, that'll be really strong early game. If it isn't, not so much. So we'll have to see how it kind of pans out.
Their opponents' territories.
The first Bantuphone groups to undertake these migrations
I love this
were
guy's
also farmers,
thick accent.
and are said to have grown pearl millet as their main source of food.
Okay.
This, and the fact they probably practiced slash and burn cultivation, could explain their ability to adapt to the different environments they traveled through.
The Bantu's agricultural practices.
This guy's piercings need some serious work.
Quarter, the Mupia field.
Okay, here's the outpost.
That provides food to nearby cities, regardless of the terrain it is placed on.
All right.
In our in-game reconstruction, we decided to represent the Bantu expansion as a globally peaceful dynamic.
Which is
Indeed,
kind of
it would
ironic,
seem that
but
the Bantu
okay.
migrations were facilitated
I think they were
by
like
their
had a
social
very
organization,
violent expansion.
and that it generally pushed them to mix with the indigenous populations they encountered.
Their emblematic unit, the Pioneer, reflects the migratory nature of their expansion.
All right, here we go. Here's the money.
Pioneers can grow on the move by picking up food curiosities and can be turned into an outpost instantaneously without spending any influence.
Oh, that's gonna need a nerf.
In Humankind, there are well over 1 million culture combinations.
That sounds like a serious snowball. I could be wrong.
Stories, like the Bantu.
There's the new wonder.
Can't wait to see how far you will push Humankind.
All right, let me just listen carefully to the description of that really quickly.
The migratory nature of their expansion. Pioneers can grow on the move by picking up food curiosities and can be turned into an outpost instantaneously without spending any influence.
Whoa, so basically if you get enough curiosities, you can, if I'm understanding this correctly, you can immediately plop down an outpost. So not only are you just saving a ton of influence to beeline those extra civics, but you can immediately plop down an outpost and like quite literally beat the Assyrians at their own game and be like the one true expansionist and just steal everyone's territories and have like probably 6 or 7 territories right at the start of the game. And basically, you can do it peacefully or you can do it aggressively. And this guy is stacked up a bunch of these units here and just steamroll everyone. I mean, that sounds like seriously broken. I just want to hear it just one more time. I'm sorry, but yeah, you can see there they have the Nomad bonus too.
By picking up food curiosities and can be turned into an outpost instantaneously without.
Yeah, so it looks like just here with this little tooltip. I'm sorry for overanalyzing this, but you can see it's dropping the or subtracting some of the Nomad curiosities -4 there to build that outpost. Now I don't know if it's solely restricted to influence. If it is, that kind of changes things around because you might be a bit more handicapped. You want to get you might want to stay around basically as long as you can with the ancient era, but just to kind of amass a giant population of nomads so you can collect as many curiosities as possible and kind of snowball from there. But it seems like a very, very powerful bonus. We'll have to see how that kind of plays out, whether it's based on influence or solely on nomadic boons. Maybe I misheard them, but I don't think they clarified. So thank you guys again so much for watching. The Bantu seem very, very powerful. At first, I was thinking, because they didn't really reveal the bonuses for the Hittites, not the Hittites, they're very similar to the Hittites, but they didn't reveal the bonuses for the Scout there, the Bagandi Pioneer, I should say. But now just seeing how strong they are, that changes things a lot. And I mean a lot, just being able to stack things. And it's a very unique change because Scouts do not have the Nomad bonus, so they're going to be a very, very potent unit, not in the typical way you usually think units are in terms of military strength. They have a very, very interesting ability that kind of allows them to exploit curiosities. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been 4 Extraordinaire. I hope you like this impromptu commentary on the Bantu. I may have been a bit flustered at times, but I hope you liked my analysis and breakdown. Hopefully I got a few things right. I don't know if I didn't and you noticed or observed some things I got wrong, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, if you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys later. All right, love you guys. Peace.